Hi, and welcome to the Thriving Entrepreneurs 15 Minutes. She is Rachelle Leerling, not founder coach, entrepreneur coach.
Yeah, and he's David Foster. He is a founder coach.
And as we said in the last video, we still have no idea what the exact difference is between the two of them.
It's an
To,
ongoing thing now.
yes, today's little live is about who we are. And ladies first, Rachelle, tell everybody who you are and why you do what you do.
Sure. So I'm Rochelle. I'm Dutch and living in Spain. And my background is in startups, innovation, and project leads. And over the years, working with entrepreneurs, working for them, with them, initiating other things with other entrepreneurs, I started to notice a trend of something that I found more fulfilling, more purpose driven than the work I was doing. And I think that pattern came down to something like the entrepreneur, him or herself, the behavior somebody is showing, the mindset that goes with growing a business successfully,
Mm-hmm.
but also making sure that entrepreneurs take care of themselves in the process. And that doesn't just mean taking baths and exercising. It means
Mm-hmm.
making it a sustainable journey that is fun to keep up with, and yeah, and is doable for the one who started it with a big dream. And that is what I currently do now with my partner and co-founder Leonard. We run an academy for entrepreneurs in which we coach them to make smarter choices in business and in their personal lives.
I am right with you about not taking baths. In fact, I wrote a column called Self Care Does Not Mean Scented Candles, which my son's girlfriend objected to because she loves scented candles. But I'm right there with you on that. And if I introduce myself in the same way, I am not Dutch, but perhaps I'm from a place that can go toe to toe with how direct Dutch people are. And I'm from Boston, and Rochelle and I connect very, very well in terms of saying what we mean and meaning what we say. I do something very similar. I have been a founder and a CEO of several different companies. I've had the opportunity to run a few of them. Some have worked out better than others, and I've learned an awful lot. And after the pandemic hit, sort of figuring out what my next move was going to do, what my next move was going to be, because I transitioned from one thing to another as companies matured. And one of my friends, old employee, said to me, you know, you've been asking us questions and guiding us for as long as I can remember. I think that's really what you should do as a profession.
Wow.
So I stepped out of the role of running companies and founding them. And now I help people who do that. And in part, it is self care and boundaries and making sure that the person who is running the company is healthy and balanced. But also, in part, we get into a lot of the business ideas. Uh, and I can talk to them about investor relationships, go to market strategy, you know, financial plans. But the two things are really intertwined. There's no way that, you know, if something bad is happening at home, that that doesn't affect what is going on at work and vice versa.
Right.
And like you, Rochelle, I find an incredible amount of satisfaction in people who come back to me and say, either this is the first time I've slept through the night in a
Yeah.
year, or the idea that we talked about, you know, about the investment strategy has really worked, and that's brought a tremendous amount of relief, and it gives my company and the people in it a lot of opportunity.
Yeah. That is beautiful work. And with that experience comes that you are able to guide them. And I think it's also good to mention, I think this goes for you too, that not everybody that we work with is in pain. Like it's not all burnout and red
Right.
flags. It's also the people that are like, I'm building an empire. I know what I'm
Hmm.
up to. I'm running multiple businesses at once, but I just don't have the time at hand. I'm
Hmm.
just plateauing here with growth, with my time, with who I am. There's something that needs to change, but from a place of challenge. And I think those founders are out there as well. They're very aware of, something needs to change and that the change can be with them. And I think these people are really, really fun to work with as well.
Yeah, what a self-motivated and talented group. One of the things that we do work with an awful lot, because you and I have talked about it, is that, sense of isolation or loneliness. And things can be going really well, but a lot of times when you're a founder or an entrepreneur or whatever word we pick, uh, it's hard to find somebody to talk to who is not biased in a certain way.
That's it.
And having that experienced guidance and support with a little bit of accountability in there too, makes such a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. And we, I mean, you too, are the objective partner. We are
Yeah,
those people that don't have a stake in your success. We're not your life partner. We're not your investor. We're not your team member. You can actually be honest and open about what's really, really, really bothering you.
right.
And that is a relief for many people. And as you say, accountability is a big thing of this. Yeah. I can add another word, tough love,
Yes,
really showing that mirror and saying, you said this a couple of times. What has really changed?
yes,
And that is beautiful to see people grow in a couple of months and really redefining who they are and how they show up, and then reflecting on that and seeing, whoa, I have different thoughts about this now. I have a different set of confidence skills, and I show up to my team in a more leading position than before.
yeah, yeah. Because there is a challenge in growth, right? We uh, don't want to speak entirely for you, but we don't really show up with the answers, like we say, like no fortune cookie wisdom. Like, in some ways, like we're not there to make you feel good. We're not there to pump you up in the discussions we have or the messages we send or something like that. We're there to help you become the best version of yourself, which sometimes means facing things that you haven't faced yet. And I find myself saying all the time, I have a challenging question for you. Like, let's talk about that challenge. And I will sit there with you while you're trying to sort this out. But we all know that, as one of my podcast partners says, everything good is on the other side of hard.
Yep, that's it. We all know that we have tough decisions to make, and I think that goes perfectly with tomorrow's LinkedIn Live talk with you.
Yeah.
Won't go into it now because otherwise I'm giving away my thoughts. But yeah, tough decisions are there to be made, and they will benefit you too. The thing is that so many entrepreneurs have a business that doesn't benefit them, like actually grinds them down, hurts them, and that's not how they started it. That was not their initial idea. And there's so many small tweaks we can all make when it comes to, well, making decisions. But it all
Yeah.
starts with commitment, with ownership, being raw and real about what's really going on within, and being tough enough and courageous enough to face it and do something with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, we don't want to take everybody's time here, but I think that we want to maybe leave people with, you know, I know that both of us help people by answering questions or having conversations that are not exactly paid for or professional engagements. One of the things that we want to answer in this live is, after Rachelle and I talked a few times, we decided that we really wanted to be able to help people and not necessarily charge them for that help. A lot of the ideas that we talk about and how we further each other's thinking in public here, we've gotten a lot of feedback that has helped people
Yeah.
with whatever they're happening to be dealing with at the time. And we want to be really clear about that this is our way of giving back.
Yeah. Yeah, 100% agree. And I think there's so much that everybody can take away from this. It's just 15 minutes. We try our best to squeeze it all in, but these are our 2 cents within that 15 minutes
Right.
based on experience, based on other people's stories. And we really hope that it's valuable to you. So if there's anything that you want to share with us about how this has been for you the past LinkedIn lives, we're really open to hear that in private message. And yeah, really looking forward to continuing that with you, David.
Yeah, me too. And since I am partially a financial guy, I kind of want to say it's actually 4 cents because both of us come with 2 cents, right?
Okay.
So thank you
All good.
everybody for listening. We're looking forward to tomorrow and all
Yes.
the weeks after that. Please send us your ideas and your questions. A lot of what we talk about comes from those things, and
Yep.
we also learn from the interchange. So
For
thank you
sure.
again, and we're looking forward to tomorrow.
Yep. Looking forward. Have a good day ahead.
Cheers.